So long, Jack Sparrow. Guybrush Threepwood is here. I'm a huge Monkey Island fan, and I played all the Monkey Island games. I even made a Sea of Thieves Monkey Island crossover video that I posted on Twitter. And now that I've proven myself that I am a Monkey Island fan, let's start analyzing the trailer. Am I late with this video? When did this trailer drop? A month ago. Oh. Well, there's a lot to talk about, so strap in. When A Pirate's Life came out, I loved it, and of course it had its flaws, and my biggest complaint with A Pirate's Life was the lack of a skip dialogue button on a second playthrough.
I've been fearful that the lock might have rusted after all this time.
Skip.
Being that I'm I'll take care of the clock.
Skip.
Let's start my lighthouse keep it true.
But skip this. I personally think that Chapter 1 of A Pirate's Life was the best it had to offer. And I think the legend of Monkey Island is gonna be that first chapter, just on a bigger scale. Hopefully. For you younglings out there, Monkey Island is a point-and-click adventure where nothing is taken 100% seriously. It's a comedy game. For example, there's a scene in the second game where you have to go and dig up a grave. Thunder starts going ballistic. The music gets all creepy. You pick up what you find in that grave, and your pants fall down. And there's a clear reference to this in the trailer. That's cute. Oh, the trailer. Yeah, let's analyze. And we know that the legend of Monkey Island is gonna take place on
Melee Island,
which is where Guybrush Threepwood, the aforementioned pants dropper, started his journey to become a pirate.
My name's Guybrush Threepwood, and I want to be a pirate.
This is the map of Melee Island from the first Monkey Island game. I will keep this map in my magical video editing pocket right here. Because in the trailer, we visit Scum Bar, the town square, Lookout Point, not this one, the mansion, the circus, and Stan's previously owned vessels. And now if we take out my map of Melee Island from my magical video pocket, those are these locations. Yeah, that's quite a few, which makes me wonder, are we possibly gonna get Rare's most open world island in this game ever? There's still locations we haven't seen in the trailer, like in this town square, we are confirmed to have the House of Mojo, sure. There are also these 3 doors, where if you walk through this door, you end up here, and you go back through that door, you come out over here. Would be cool if that ends up being in Sea of Thieves. And who can forget, across the street you got
Ye old rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle shop.
and we see us using the rubber chicken with the pulley in the middle in the trailer when they zip line down from Lookout Point. And looking at this promo image, we can see that the zip line is on the back side of Lookout Point and not just a shortcut to the town area, which I originally thought. Now, I'm about to drop some deep speculation on you guys. Since we, the players, are most likely starting our Monkey Island journey at these docks, at some point, now hold on to your toes, at some point, I suspect the first time we'll be using the path that leads up to Lookout Point, we'll be walking up it and not down. Where's my journalistic award? There it is. Thank you. Other things we can see in this promo image is this bridge we cross in Monkey Island, and even this little structure where I won't expect Governor Elaine Marley's poster to hang, seeing as Sea of Thieves version takes place after the third game, according to Mike Chapman, who I think we should believe. And the fact that we know that Guybrush is now the governor. Maybe Guybrush's poster will hang there now, like we see in this part of the trailer. This is where the Scum Bar's location is, and further than that, and we see the town square. But then, in actual Monkey Island, there's a town square after the clock where there is a church, a store, a prison. And looking at the promo image, you would think we'd be able to see the church roof from here. But what could have happened is that Rare maybe doesn't want any religious imagery in their game, meaning it could have gotten cut. We'll see. But if we freeze frame the trailer here, we can see there is definitely something after the clock tower. Enhance. Shop. It says shop, which is this shop in the game. Another location possibly confirmed. After the second town square is the mansion, which you can barely see beyond the sails here. I mean, there's a more clearer shot about that in the trailer, but now we know the location of it. It is correct. Well, all these locations are just about the town on Melee Island. There are other locations that we see in the trailer too. For example, the circus located here in Monkey Island. But in order to get there in Monkey Island, we simply just walk there from the map. But in Sea of Thieves, it looks like it can only be accessible after the zipline, which could mean that once you're done with the town and go to the circus, you cannot go back to the town. But if you pause the trailer here, we can see that there's a big landmass behind Lookout Point, so I could be wrong. And hopefully you can walk between all locations on the island without any one-way only roads. However, by the looks of it, the second location after the town is possibly Stan's and not the circus. There is this shot in the trailer where you can see that they are clearly ziplining down to Stan's place, which means that the geography of this map and the map we're going to be exploring in Sea of Thieves is not 100% or even 50% true to how they are in Monkey Island. You can also see this little path there from Stan's, which could either be the path to the circus or an alternate route to Stan from Lookout Point. Alright, that's enough of the locations of the locations. Let's take a little closer look on the individual scenes, like the circus, and it has a beautiful recreation of what happens in Monkey Island.
You need this. It works!
And we also visit Stan. And of course they kept his signature static texture. Honestly, I would be mad if they didn't. And he is trying to sell us some boats. And not just any boat. Is he trying to sell us the Black Pearl? But what is interesting with this trailer is that it follows the first Monkey Island game pretty much step by step. Alright, let's do a quick recap of the first Monkey Island game story. Guybrush Threepwood is looking to become a mighty pirate, and he wants to find the secret of Monkey Island. But before he can do that, he has to gather a crew and a ship. There is also this evil ghost pirate named LeChuck who wants to stop Guybrush Threepwood because LeChuck is in love with Elaine Marley, governor, and does not want to take any risks. And alright, this isn't a basic recap at all. Let me do that again. Who wants to stop Guybrush Threepwood because bad guy. Once Guybrush Threepwood makes it to Monkey Island, does he find the secret? Nope. But don't spend more than 20 bucks on a video game. And combining the story in Monkey Island with the trailer of The Legend of Monkey Island, damn, this is confusing. It makes me believe that maybe Sea of Thieves' iteration here is going to vaguely follow the storyline of the first game. But of course, instead of Elaine Marley being the governor, it's Guybrush. LeChuck is also here, but since we're taking place after the third Monkey Island game, he's no longer a ghost but a skeleton. We also have the three pirate leaders in the Scum Bar who tells Guybrush how to become a mighty pirate by doing the 3 trials. What are the 3 trials?
Swordplay, thievery, and a treasure huntery.
I'm not going to go into details about that because the more I analyze this trailer and the more I tell you about what happened in Monkey Island, I'm afraid I might spoil the whole thing for you. But here's something I can spoil for you because it's probably not going to be in the game. In order to visit Stan in the first Monkey Island game, you have to cross a bridge. Who is guarding that bridge? A troll. Feed that troll a red herring and you may pass. Then the troll is revealed to be none other than George Lucas. If they keep that in Sea of Thieves, I will be genuinely shocked. There are 2 other locations shown in the trailer other than Melee Island, that being this giant monkey head, which is located on the actual Monkey Island. And then there's this scene with Kate Capsize in Hell, who is from Monkey Island 2. She also made an appearance in the Pirate's Life Monkey Island Easter egg in the journals. Oh man, I feel like I should go a little bit deeper here for the uneducated. In the Pirates of the Caribbean crossover, there is this Monkey Island Easter egg with maps of the islands from the world of Monkey Island and some journals to read that mentions Kate Capsize. In Monkey Island 2, Kate Capsize owns a ship chartering business, and something clearly went wrong since she and Guybrush somehow ended up in the Sea of the Damned. I'm sure this is all explained in the journals, but I buy games to play them, not to read them, so I wouldn't know. As a final speculation, since Sea of Thieves Monkey Island is split into 3 tall tales released over 3 months, I believe that part 1 will take place on Melee Island, part 2 will take place on Monkey Island, and part 3 will take place in Hell. One thing is for sure though, I am excited as hell to play this. And come July 20th, I will jump in and soak all this new world has to offer. Twitch.tv/thegenie. Also, the Guybrush and Elaine figurine Guybrush is playing with here better be trinkets I can put on my ship or else this DLC got a 0 out of 10.